Hey guys, it's Les Gallagher here. Welcome back to part 2 of the USDJPY sell. I just want to give you a brief look at how this has panned out today. The markets are just about to close in the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. We left here on the last video on this candle here, where we had this big wick on the news at 1:30, where we had the non-farm payroll news. Big wick down, went all the way back up, which, to be honest with you, I wasn't really expecting. But anyway, it has panned out on this classic Wyckoff distribution schematic. I'm just going to move that over to there. We'll just tidy this up a bit. And this is going to go on into next week. This will continue, in my opinion. We are now in the phase D of this, of the 5 phases, and we are in the last point of supply. What is happening here? We've got the show. If we go back to phase B, we've got the show of weakness, the sign of weakness. Where this has come down, we can see here where it's wicked onto this, and this is testing the support on this, and it has gone up a bit from that. But what we've had is we've had rallies, which are feeble rallies, really. The markets are really slowing down now. There's very little volume in here because the markets are about to close, so people are closing any trades they've got open because the weekend's coming up. But it is just doing a little retest and stuff like that down here, and then it's just going back up, but it's quite weak as this is happening. It's coming down now. And this does represent exhaustion of demand, and these are the last waves of the institution's distribution before markdown begins in earnest. All right, so this is going to start continuing down, and I fully believe it's took a little bit longer than what I thought. The non-farm payroll news didn't have as much as impact as what I thought, but it has played out the way it would. I was expecting it to go, although it did take a little bit longer. So this is phase D here. I'm just going to tidy this up a little bit because I will be coming back to have a look at this next week. That was the high of the week here. We had the upward thrust after distribution there, and then we had the drop down into the last point of supply here. So although this has rallied slightly, I do expect this to come down now. I've moved that there just to the close of the markets in a few minutes time, but this may well continue going up until it's exhausted itself, and then it'll come down, it'll test these lines. Now, as we move into next week, when the markets open on Sunday night, I will come back and have a look at this. If there's anything of interest, no, I'm not. I'll be back on Monday. I'll be back on Monday evening. But I will be watching this closely because from next week on this particular pair, USDJPY, I will be selling this from next week. I'm just going to zoom out there because this will be coming down now, and it will be taking out and balancing the markets back up, and it will be taking out some of these definitely these imbalances and some liquidity that's been built up. Okay, so we could see this come all the way back down to 108, all the way down here. we could see this come back down and challenge this low again. I may not get down that far. I do expect it to, yeah, I think it'll come down here as low as 108.277, right? So that's where I think it may well come down. So what I'm going to do is, and this is where the BYOB cash out strategy will come into its own, is we can trade this. We can use the BYOB cash out indicator and trade this on its way down. So what we can do is trade this as it's in this downward trend now. This is on the 15-minute. So we can start trading this as it's in this trend going down. And I fully expect that to continue. So we can do that all the way down. And I might have some fun with this next week, but it's one I'm definitely going to keep an eye on. USDJPY for a sell, and I will be using, I'm just going to set the alerts on this, and every time it comes up as a sell, I'm going to look at that with the stochastics in the extreme, everything lines up, I will be entering this trade all the way down, right? And we'll see what happens. So that will be the theme for next week. Now this is just one pair. There is another 24 or 25, I think, another 24 on top of this. You can trade when these things happen as well. So it's just something to be aware of and keep an eye out for next week. Okay, so that is it for tonight. Just a brief one. Oh, just move that up to there. Yeah, I'll just tidy this up a bit. Oops, stop doing that, Les. Right, click off it, and that's it. Oh, God, why? That's it. That's it. There we go. That up there. Drag this down a bit. There is a little bit of a retracement going on there, but we leave that at 10. I may well move this along. And the next one it's going to go into is phase E, which is a downtrend. So that's that. But it needs to test. We need to see some signs of weakness. So it's already touched this, but we need to see it come back down and test these two areas here. So it's going to do that on Sunday night, Monday. But we'll test that. But once it breaks through, that's when it will go in some earnest. So it's just a waiting game. We are paid to wait. And that's what we'll do. So that concludes that. It has panned out just the way the analysis said it would. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on Monday. Okay, so that's it from me. Have a fantastic weekend. And like I said, I'll see you all on Monday. Thanks very much, guys. We'll stop the share. Stop the video. And yeah, it's 5-2. It's just coming up to 5-2. And that is it, 5 to 10. And then we'll have another look at this on Monday night on my 7 p.m. session. Okay, guys, thanks very much. And I'll see you all later. Thanks. Bye-bye.